Welcome to the channel. Indian Tour Tales presents the second episode of the Gujarat series. On day 4, I travelled from Bhuj to Dhordo, a village next to the Great Rann of Kutch. On the way, I stopped by Nirona village, which is famous for a couple of things. First of all, it is famous for the handmade copper bells which has its own unique chime. It comes in different sizes and some of the bells have colourful hangings as well. I had bought this bell, but they can be bought at a cheaper rate from the shops of the tent city in the Great Rann of Kutch. It is also famous for the lacquer work. This couple sitting in front of their hut makes and sells beautiful lacquer items. Before them lay an array of colourful lacquer rolling pins, ladders and dandiya sticks. I had bought this pair of dandiya sticks as a memento from them. Lastly, it is famous for Rogan art, which is only found here in India. The thick and shiny paint used by them is made by boiling castor oil, followed by adding vegetable pigments and a binding agent. So now let's hear from them and watch how they paint.
Eighth generation सब एक ही सब हमारी फैमिली का ये फैमिली ट्रेडिशन 8वीं पीढ़ी कंटिन्यू काम कर रही है। ऐसा नहीं गांव में जितना भी घर है सब प्रैक्टिस नहीं।
I had bought this beautiful painting from them, which I had framed later. Later that afternoon, I checked into the Shamisharath Resort. It has both tents and mud huts of different sizes called bhungas. These bhungas are traditional Gujarati mud huts with thatched roofs on the outside and wooden roof on the inside. It keeps the inside of the huts cool during the day and warm at night, as Kutch experiences extreme temperatures. These bhungas are decorated with colourful paintings and lippen work. I will show a close-up view later in the video, so watch till the end. The resort has a colourful and open dining area. Along with it, there is a mudwork buffet station serving Gujarati cuisine. It has an equally unique wash basin area too. Apart from this, the resort has a colourful sitting area to relax and soak in all the art and culture of the place. In the evening, I visited the Great Rann of Kutch. After a certain point, car isn't allowed, so one has to go further down in either this double-decker bus or on beautifully decorated camel carts. I chose to travel by the camel cart as it was a unique experience. The Great Rann of Kutch is a salt marsh in the Thar Desert, also known as one of the largest salt deserts in the world. During the summer and monsoon season, it is filled with water from the Arabian Sea. But during the winter season, it dries up to reveal vast stretches of salt. This is when the Rann Utsav takes place, which is organized by the Gujarat Tourism from November to February. This is where I witnessed one of the most surreal sunsets of my life. There is a watchtower from where one can take a glimpse of the aerial view of Kutch while enjoying the sunset. After sunset, I visited the shops of the tent city, which again is a part of Gujarat tourism and the Rann Utsav, but was in a hurry to head back to the resort, so I went back again the next day. Back in the resort, the visitors gathered around a campfire in the cold winter evening to keep warm and enjoy a musical evening. On the other side, the local musicians sat on an elevated platform and sang Gujarati folk songs. This morning, going around the resort gave a rustic aura of the place. Even the souvenir shops were set up in tents selling Gujarati handicrafts. As visitors gathered in the dining area for breakfast, day 5 began. Later in the day, I went back to the tent city. Adventure activities here starts early and takes place all day long. I was particularly interested in shopping from the tent city shops. I had purchased this gorgeous shawl with Kutchi work, which is embroidery with mirror work. Then I bought this wall hanging with equally beautiful and handcrafted embroidery. Lastly, I purchased this lippen work. Lippen work is made from mud and horse or cow dung, which is then painted and decorated with mirror work. I had got this framed later on. In the evening, I visited the local villages with colorful huts where more handicrafts were being made and sold. This is how intricate the design looks on a freshly carved piece of wood. Then I headed towards Kala Dungar, which translates to Black Hill. It is the highest point in Kutch. The panoramic view of the Great Rann of Kutch looks breathtaking from here. This place is extremely close to the Indo-Pakistan border. An army post is situated here, which I did visit, but photography wasn't allowed, and beyond this, civilians weren't allowed either. Dattatreya temple is also located here. For centuries, the priests at this temple feed the jackals after the evening aarti. It is an ideal place to sit back, relax, and enjoy the locals sing folk songs while watching the sunset beyond the horizon. I must take a moment to say that this Gujarat trip has been memorable as it was organized so well by Rajarshi Travels. I have put the contact details in the description box. Do check it out. The remaining part of my Gujarat trip will be covered in the episodes to come. So please stay tuned and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Click the bell icon so that you don't miss a video of Indian tour tales.